Turning now to your community focus. Every other week, we're bringing your questions and concerns about unemployment right to the Department of Labor and Training.
Joining us live via Zoom for the first time is Acting DLT Director Matt Weldon. Director, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
You certainly became a familiar name to people collecting unemployment in the last year. In fact, you personally were emailing people who were reaching out looking for some kind of help. To that point, the #1 complaint we get is that people struggle to talk directly to someone in your office. Can that system be improved, and how do you do it?
Well, I think we are improving it. In fact, I know we are. During the pandemic, we were hit with an onslaught of claims that no department in the country was prepared for. But we've done a lot. It forced our hand, and so we've improved with technology. We've added resources, we've added people, and we're doing an awful lot today to help about 1,000 individuals every day with calls that they make. In the future, we're going to introduce some new technology, and that will allow people to have more insight into their claim and what the status is online, which will hopefully prevent some calls from coming in. All those things working together should provide a better experience at DLT.
Director, an important note for folks who are still collecting pandemic unemployment assistance, or PUA, that is set to run out pretty soon, correct?
That's right. The PUA program was established as a 39-week program that was going to end in December. In the Continued Assistance Act, the date for the program went out until March 13th. However, they increased the weeks to 50 weeks. Now, March 13th means that the program is active until that time, but then it ends. You can still only collect, though, for 50 weeks. And for people that filed in the beginning of the pandemic and had their claims backdated to the beginning of March in 2020, those people are now running up against that 50th week. And they've collected all that they can from that program until Congress sends it.
And Director, how many people is this going to impact if the program does expire, if Congress does let it lapse, and how will they be notified?
Well, it depends. Every week's going to be different, Kim. Every week there'll be a number of people that were collecting the week prior that will get a message that this is their last payment, and then the week after they won't be able to collect. That message is provided to them so they know, hey, next week I may not have benefits. What I'm telling everyone, though, is try certifying in the following week. Don't call during that week, try certifying, because if there are additional weeks that are created, we're gonna get that programmed immediately. Rhode Island has been one of the first states in the country to pay on all these new programs from the beginning of the pandemic till now. If Congress passes something this week or on the weekend, we'll be ready, so we'll be able to certify and keep going without a glitch.
And Director, obviously, anytime we talk about unemployment, it means there are people looking for work. Tell us about the new virtual career center.
That's something that is new to us, and again, the pandemic changed the way that everyone does business. And before, we had our one-stop career centers, which we still have, but they're still not open to the public. This brings those services in a new format, new technology, and they're revamped and better, and they're available online. You can go right to backtoworkri.com. You can check out all of the vast resources we have. You can connect with individual career coaching, personal guidance, and really look for new, meaningful employment right at your fingertips.
Director, you told Providence Business News that you want to create a small business ombudsman. What would that person do, and why do you think creating that position is important?
I've spent a lot of time in my time here at DLT talking to groups of people about what we do. I've talked about the resources we have and the many programs that we run. One of the things that's been a consistent challenge is making sure that we have a voice to our business community, and in particular the small business community, whether it's unemployment, which right now is heavily focused on getting claimants connected with payments, or anything we do in the workers' comp space or enforcing Rhode Island labor laws. Small business needs a voice. We want to be able to provide an ear to them and a voice back to them to let them know that we're here for them and we're here to help.
Acting Director of Rhode Island's DLT, Matt Weldon, thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you. I look forward to the next time.
Yeah, we'll see you in a couple of weeks.